What's going on, everyone? How are we doing today? It's Wednesday here with the Wyndham Championship, courtesy of Pub Sports Radio, the back nine guys with myself, Mr. Gogster. Shout out to everyone for tuning in here. We got the Ricky Fowler Orange going on here today. We're going to have some conversations about Ricky. You have to stay tuned and see if we're on him or if we're fading him. Yeah, it's going to be a great tournament here, guys. It's a full field. I believe 150, 160 guys. There's going to be a cut, so... you could even we don't have any no cut props, but by all means, guys, this is a good field to take some no cut props. And based on our research, we're going to give you, maybe you can sift one out of the old rough, as we like to say. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Just like I said there, this is going to be the Sedgefield CC, the Country Club Sedgefield CC in Greensboro, North Carolina. Par 70, 7,127 yards. Donald Ross design. And yeah, let's pretty much get right into this one, guys. Shout out to Pro Sports Radio. They got the clothing line, they got the Discord chat, Twitter, YouTube. Subscribe down below. Whole 9 yards going on, guys. You got to check it out. Pub Sports Radio, whole one-stop shop, as I like to say. Thank you so much again for everyone tuning in. Let's get right into it here, guys. Past championships, champions at the Wyndham Championship here are Jim Herman, went really low, -21. And then last year was JT Poston. A couple guys there, Herman and Poston, not exactly household names that you might know. So this week, we got a couple bombs, we like to say, that we're going to be giving out here on the show. The big name is Webb Simpson. He looks like it's like his backyard. He actually lives right near the course. He was third, sixth, second. The guy just loves the course. So Webb Simpson's a guy we will actually have some action on him going forward. Stay tuned for that. But he should have a really good shot at this track. Siwoo Kim's done quite well. Kisner, Armour. But yeah, let's get right into it here, guys. Wyndham Championship. We're going to start off with our outright bets here, guys. We have 6 of them. It's a 6-pack today. It's really hot outside, so we need all the beers we can get here. So we got 6 of them, 6 guys. Let's get right into it. The first one's going to be all this coffee. We're just bouncing everywhere. It's going to be, let's do Brian Harman. That's right. Jose's got Brian Harman up there. Brian Harman's going to be number 1 on the charts here, guys. He's number 1 in my books. He's playing the best golf of his career right now. Very strong tee to green. One what do I have negative is his tee to green was in 2021 at the John Deere. There's a bent grass. So he's had one negative tee to green stat in 2021. Other than that, Jim Harman checks all the boxes when it comes to playing here at the Wyndham Championship. So he's a guy we really like here. Like we just said, John Deere, he didn't make the cut, but that was on bent grass greens. We're dealing with Bermuda greens down south here in North Carolina. So look back to that Florida swing, guys, when these guys were playing down in the Arnold Palmer, the Honda, things like that, because you're going to see a similar green, similar tracks to this one here at Sedgefield. So right off the bat, guys, Jim Harman, we're going to take him at 28-1. Past stats here, past performances. 2018 didn't play. 2019 he was T6, went 3 under, 5 under, 4 under, 4 under. Pretty consistent. Really like to see that. Next year he was T27. He threw a +1 in the second round. Other than that, -5, -3, -3. So this guy checks off all the boxes. Looking at Brian Harman, not Jim Harman. Brian Harman, he was T3 at the Players. That was on Bermuda grass. Check that box. He was T5 at the WGC this year. Bermuda grass, greens. Check the box again. Next one here. Charles Schwab was on bent grass. He was T8. And then the Travelers was on a POA style. So he was really good at the WGC guys and the Players, which is on Bermuda, and this is the same kind of track. Brian Harman, we have him to win 28-1. You can get the top 20. All these top 20s I'm going to give you guys here are going to be available at Pinnacle Sports. Shout out to them. Really good lines you can get on these top 20s, top 10s. Top 20 here for Brian Harman, +139. It's going to be one of our lower ones, but for good reason. We think this guy's got a great chance, and he actually cracks the top 10 list as well. We have 3 guys we're giving out for top 10 for this Wyndham Championship last regular season matchup before the playoffs. So this is going to be a really good one, guys, starting off 7 a.m. tomorrow. Top 10 is going to be +269. Nice number there. You can get him Brian Harman plus at top 10 +269. So he's going to be the first one on our 6-pack there. Ice cold right out of the bucket. Brian Harman standing up straight, 28-1. What's going on, Nick Schnizzle? I like Harman's game. Yeah. Lefty here. Shout out to the lefties. Straight. Really good second shot. Oh,
to lose it.
All right, take two here. Sorry about that, guys. The laptop decided to crash, nearly threw it off the balcony. Anyway, let's get right back into this. My apologies. Let's get right back to this. Wyatt, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Jose, thank you for holding it down. Brian Harmon was where we were at, guys. I'm nearly about to smash some things right now. Yeah, just technology. Sometimes it's not on your side there. Yeah, Max saying we need to get TJ back. Yeah, TJ's in a meeting right now, guys. He'll be back next week, hopefully. But let's keep rocking and rolling here. My apologies about the connection. Let's get our lines back in order here. All right, where were we? Sorry about that, guys. It's quite the days we got going on right now. We're live, baby. We're live. Just one sec there, guys. Here we are. All right, Brian Harmon. Brian Harmon, we really like in there. Top 10 was plus 269 and top 20 was plus 139. Looking forward to some of the chat here, guys. People are fading DeChambeau. Yeah, I can't blame you there for fading this guy. He's just a complete ass clown, in my opinion there. Harris English had a great chance. One of my guys was talking about that. Put him on the clock. Next thing you know, they just had to be rushed. And Harris English rushing him, he put one on the drink on number 12. And DeChambeau was just throwing stuff everywhere, left, right, and center, kind of like what I'm about to do with this laptop. But anyway, yeah, I'd like to fade DeChambeau going forward. He's not going to be playing in this tournament, but come playoff time, great look from Wyatt. Anyways, guys, get back to the top 20 or our outright bets. Next one on the outright is going to be Old Oxygen and energy drinks. This guy's about $1.50 soaking wet. Shout out to Texas's own here, Will Zalatoris. Willie hurt his back there just because he's so frail and brittle. And the U.S. Open, or at the British Open, had one out of the fescue. Next thing you know, almost snapped his back. So he's actually coming back. Surprisingly, he looked really good, and his putter was spot on, guys. On Bermuda grass, Willie Z is one of the guys you want to be betting from what I've found. At the Masters, T2, that was on the Bermuda. At the PGA Championship, that was on a Bermuda form over in South Carolina, North Carolina area where they're playing right now. And WGC FedEx, just like we're saying, that was up Bermuda as well. He was T8. So he's moving the right direction. His shots gained off the tee as well. The Scottish Open, putting. We're 0.69 at the Scottish Open, guys, 1.88 at the Open, and then 2.93 at the WGC. The only place this guy seems to do really well is at Bermuda Greens, and this is exactly what we're going to have down at Sedgefield Country Club. So Willie Zalatoris, he checks off the boxes. He was ninth in strokes gained in putting last week. So that's just a really good sign for a guy that's putting has been his biggest hiccup, you could say. And when it comes to Bermuda Greens, guys, a lot of the research, and even from a golfer myself, Bermuda Greens, you just kind of got to give it that line. There's not going to be as much break as, say, a bent grass, kind of like up here in Canada. Just give it that roll, kind of read if it's dark or if it's light going downhill, or if the grain's going at you or going towards the hole, and you're going to do okay. It's not the toughest of greens, and guys like Willie Zalatoris should do quite well here. So look out for Will. We think he's got a great chance. He's also making the top 10 list along with Brian Harmon. There's one more guy that's going to make the top 10 list. You can get Will Zalatoris at Pinnacle, guys, plus 288. We think that's a great number. T20 at plus 207. I believe it's down to 177 now, and Will Zalatoris top 20. Should have a really good start here. It's his first time, but it's a track that he should do well, similar to what he did here at the WGC. It's even easier. Masters. It's that right area, part of America where he seems to flourish and play his best golf. So Wyatt's saying here, Sam Burns, my mom loves him. He's gonna go low. Yeah, Sammy Burns. He's shout out to Sammy Burns, I believe out of Louisville or Louisiana down south there. Good Southern kid. He's very steady with his approach shots too, tee to green. Sam Burns going forward. Yeah, shout out to Sam Burns. He's also in the top 10 right now in the FedEx Cup, so he's having a great season. Barracuda Open last week too. Yeah, that was I believe Eric Van Rooyen that won that. But anyway, guys, we're gonna stick with the what we're going on here at the Wyndham. Jesus, we're everywhere. Right when you get your connection going south, it can really just throw a wrench in things. But here at Pub Sports Radio, it doesn't matter what you throw at us, baby. We're going to come back and slap you with some more winners here. And we're too deep here with Will Zalatoris and Brian Harmon. We're going to get to number 3 in just a sec. Anyways, Max on record has Coxsack plus 2,400. Okay. We're going to leave that as it is. Sung J M, guys. Sung J M, 33-1. This guy thrives on bent grass greens. I look forward to a return back to his old Sung J M. Guys that, like we were talking about, did really well in the Florida swing. That's where he was flourishing. Really good with the putter. Sung J M, he was -8 in round one, also in 2019. He was T6 in 2019, T9 in 2020. 2018, he didn't play, but just looking at what he's done, T6 and T9, this guy's ready to flourish, in my opinion. Played very well here. Sung J M, T20 at plus 171. We think that's a great number. Took that at Pinnacle. Also, round one leader. We have a couple round one leaders, guys. We got a whole bunch of bets for you here at the back nine. It's going to start off with some of the round one leaders as well. We'll recap the picks at the end. Don't worry. Round one leader, 40-1. We're putting a 0.25 of a unit on this one. Sung J M going 8 under in 2019, and how he played over at in Japan and even at the last track of the WGC. He gets this putter rolling, guys. Look out. Sung J M could be all over the pin. And Max coming on to say Kokrak. We do have Kokrak on our top 20s. We'll get to Kokrak in just a short minute there, my friend. But yeah, Sung J M, guys, he was T8 at the Honda on Bermuda, and then at the Rocket Mortgage, which is Poana, he was T8 at the Rocket Mortgage. So I just expect a really good performance. He could very well win this one, 33-1. I think it's worth a couple sprinkles, a couple McDonald's money on that, guys. And T20, really like this number, T6 and T9 in his past 2 seasons. So look out for Sung J M. Should have a really good time down at the Wyndham Championship. Number 4 on the list is going to be Russell Henley here, guys. Russell Henley, this guy, he's right from the same area. Grew up around Georgia. Went to school at Georgia. This is down in North Carolina. 3 of his last 4, too. He's cracked the top 20. That at the U.S. Open, the Travelers, and the John Deere. So Russell Henley's been playing good golf. If you guys have been following golf there, you'd see he was up at the top there, right around when Harris English was as well. So look out for Russell Henley. Like we were saying, 2019, T31, -1, -6, -3, -2. And then in 2020, he had -2, -2, -7, and -5 on rounds 3 and 4. So this guy's got a very good chance. Like we were saying, like we were saying, he grew up in this area in Bermuda. We really like Russell Henley here, guys. 35-1. It's now down to 33-1. All these lines we're giving you on the top left-hand corner, guys, are going to be current odds. So I don't want to give you what I got on Monday because it's not available, but you can kind of see where the money is. And a couple bucks have come in on Russell Henley there. Originally 35 down to 33. So still like that number, guys. Russell Henley. He also cracked our top 10. This is the last of the top 10s. It's going to be Russell Henley at plus 324. Look out for Russ. Should have a great shot. Top 20 is plus 168. We also dropped a couple bucks on that. Mikey P, what's going on, Mikey P? Another great golfer, enthusiast that's hoping to get on the show on Fridays here, my man. If you're available, by all means. I think the chat would love to see what you got going on. I know you've been talking about that for a long time. But anyway, guys, let's get back to it here. The back nine here with myself, Mr. Gogster. Wyatt Chapman's coming in here. Spider Tack and Golf is coming to the surface. Just watch, the top guys are going to lose soon. That's a very interesting thing there. You never think that, but yeah, that's very interesting because as a golfer, I can tell you guys, grip is huge. If you don't got a grip, especially in these hot conditions, it's going to be near 37. So that's something to think about. You're going to need something to keep your hands from not slipping off the club because it's going to be hot this weekend down in North Carolina. Keep that in mind, guys. Number 5 on our list here is going to be Kevin Na. I had a vision here, guys, and Kevin Na was lifting this trophy. I don't know why, but I don't know what it was. He hasn't played at this course at all. No track record, no nothing here. But he's been very, very strong with his putter, and he's really good around the green as of late. So guys that can do that, similar like a Patrick Reed, but has not played nearly as much golf. Speaking of Patrick Reed, guys, if you have him, he has withdrawn, which doesn't surprise me. Just the amount of golf the man's played's been next level. So Patrick Reed's out, and Kevin Na, similar to his game, I think he's going to have a great shot. Going tee to green, he's been improving his tee to green the last 3 tournaments, going from +0.62, 2.31, and 1.43 from his tee to green stats. So this is a good sign, in my opinion, for Kevin Na. He was first at the Sony Open, and that was on Bermuda greens. So he's won before on these Bermuda greens, and he was second at the John Deere, which was on bent grass. But looking at that Sony Open at the beginning of the year, he looks like he's kind of coming back to that form, Kevin Na, and we'll see if this vision comes to fruition. Mark's saying Mr. Walk and Na. Yeah, I'll walk the dog with Mr. Na here. I think he's got a very good shot. 50-1. Now down to 45 to 1. We still like that number. T20 as well, guys. We're putting some couple bucks down on a plus 276 on Kevin Na. Sign me up for that one. I think that's a great number as well there, Kevin Na. Only problem his whole career has been off the tee. He's had the worst stat on a par 4. I don't know if you guys know this. I think it is 16 or something ridiculous, stuck in the woods. But that was back in 2011. He's come a long ways. But if he gets that off the tee down, his putting and around the green, look out for Kevin Na, guys. Number 5. Number 6. This is our last of the 6-pack here coming out of the bucket. This is a bomb. Ryan Armour, guys. 100 to 1. Sneaky Ryan Armour. This guy's been playing really good golf of late. At the Palmetto, which was on Bermuda Greens, he was T8. Barbasol, he was T5, and the 3M Open, he was T6. All these golf tournaments also were within about 2 months. So Ryan Armour is sneaky low, and he's played this track the last 3 years, cracking the top 25 each go at it. 2018, guys, T8, -5, -2, -3, -5. 2019, T22, 2020, T25. And he's been able to go pretty low here as well, -6, -6, -5. So we also have him on the first round leader as well at 80 to 1. We have a couple 0.25 units in all the first round leaders. But Ryan Armour at 80 to 1, we think he's got a great chance. If he doesn't lift it on Sunday, he could be at the top of the leaderboard on Thursday, tomorrow. So look out for Ryan Armour, guys. Like we said, 100 to 1. And first round leader as well, top 20. We have 9 top 20s. All of them are going to be in our 6-pack, and we have 3 more we're going to release here. And one of them is going to be one of our guys Wyatt brought up here in Kokrak. But yeah, Ryan Armour, guys, plays really well, low key, likes this Bermuda. He's only missed the cut on bent grass greens, and these are all, like we said, Bermuda greens down south. So Ryan Armour, very sneaky play for him going forward. Look out for him. Wyatt Chapman, Harris English is here to stay. Got to keep milking it aggressively. Yeah, he's playing really hot golf, and Russell Henley is very similar to that. Wyatt, he's not playing on the big stage like Harris is right now, but Russell Henley's been playing very solid golf, and he's at that age where he's going to start to blossom, kind of like Answer. So Henley's a guy I've had my eye on for a while, and I wouldn't be surprised if he wins here. So yeah, thanks for that comment there, Wyatt. Number 7 here on our top 20s. Like we said, first 6 were all top 20s, along with outrights and a couple top 10s. We'll recap. But moving on to our 7th play here is Jason Kokrak. Jason Kokrak's going to be top 20 at plus 167. This guy just loves to play at this track. He was T6 and T15 his last 2 years, -7 and a -6. In 2020 and 2019. So he's been going low. He's been playing really well this year, and he's been T9, T8, and T9, all at Bermuda tracks in the WGC Workday, Arnold Palmer, and the Players. So he seems to flourish at this type of field. It's a much easier field than the Players in the WGC and the Wyndham Championship. So don't be surprised. I hope he doesn't win, just because we're not going to take him here, guys. If you want to, I wouldn't shy you away from taking Kokrak. But I think top 20 at plus 167, that's a solid take. We're going to have a couple bucks on him. He's only missed the cut once in 2021. He's playing very solid golf, and now he's at the U.S. Open. So look for Jason Kokrak to be right in the mix there, T20 plus 167. Number 8 on our top 20 here, guys, this is the second last one, is Kevin Streelman. Has not played a lot of golf of late, but he's been right in the mix of these big fields back in June, and even at that Florida swing. He was T9 at the WGC Dell down in Texas. That was at Bermuda Greens. And then at the PGA Championship, it was a former Bermuda there over in South Carolina at Kauai Island. He was T8. This guy's just solid tee to green. Except for the Valspar, which unfortunately is a close comparison, Bermuda Greens, and the John Deere. This guy's made every single cut this year. Didn't play in 2020, missed the cut in 2019. We don't have him to win, but we think a T20 and Kevin Streelman, he's done nothing wrong. 5 of his last 7 finishes have been in the top 20. He's missed the cut twice. Other than that, he was in the top 25 of the last 7. So this guy's playing really good golf, even back to the beginning of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets in the top 20. We think it's worth a couple bucks here, guys. I got to fix the, we need a haircut here. It feels like we're in lockdown still. Kevin Streelman, guys, T20 plus 185, number 8 on our top 20s. Rounding out the top 20s, the last one is going to be Robert McIntyre here, guys, T20 plus 236. Should have a great shot. 3 of his last 4 tournaments, also top 20, similar to Kevin Streelman. The putter's the only issue at times, but he's been very strong on Bermuda at the WGC FedEx. He was plus a 0.92. That was in putting and tee to green. So Robert McIntyre, there's no reason why. He's a debut starter, but he's been playing with the best of them in these tougher fields. It's a much easier field for Robert McIntyre. T20 plus 236 at Pinnacle. I think that's worth a couple bucks there, guys. That's going to close out our top 20s, top 10s, and outrights. Some matchup bets for you guys. We have, let's start off with round one. We have 3 round one matchups for you starting tomorrow. So get these in before 7 a.m. Tomorrow morning, guys. Russell Henley, one of the guys we think could lead at the first round, even lift a trophy, top 10. We're going pretty deep in Russell Henley here. And him over Seamus Power at Bet365 at minus 115. We're pulling the trigger there, guys. That's number one, round one matchup bets. Number 2 is going to be Tommy Fleetwood over Charles Schwartzel. Charles Schwartzel was originally going to be in our on our list, but when we look into it, the guy can't make a cut on Bermuda greens. Sorry, we keep playing with the hair, guys. My apologies. But he can't make any cuts at Bermuda greens, this guy, Charles Schwartzel. So Tommy Fleetwood, he needs to start playing well. Not so much needs to, but he has played well down at the Florida swing on these greens. I expect him to do much better here. Tommy Fleetwood over Charles Schwartzel, round one, minus 105. That's going to be first round matchup bet number 2. Number 3 is a 3-ball, guys. You can get this at Bet365. Take Sungjae Im over CT Pan and Kevin Tway, plus 115. Just much better than both of these players. Has finished T6 and T9 in his past 2 runs, and he's also went 8 under in 2019 in round 1. So look out for him to do quite well here in the first round. A couple 72-hole matchup bets for you guys. Again, going back to Tommy Fleetwood over Fowler. Just Fowler's not playing very good golf at all. He does much better at the Rocket Mortgage. Better at the Bentgrass, does not do nearly as well in Bermuda. Fleetwood should do a lot better. Minus 120 on Fleetwood over Fowler. Sorry we're talking so fast, guys. I'm just trying to get through this within the half an hour time span. But you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, we had a little bit of technical issues, so we can maybe go a little slower. Wyatt's asking, how's your flop shot, baby? You know what? I got a 56, Wyatt. You know what? I make a 56 work. I just open it up. That's the only chipper I got. I was looking at a new 60. I'm a lefty, right? So you got to fish around. But, oh, yeah, just lean forward, front of the stance, let her fly, right? Let her buck, let her dangle. Anyway, let's get back to the golf talk here. Appreciate that, though, Wyatt. M over Na is going to be 72-hole round matchup number 2. M over Na, like we were saying, he's just similar to Henley. We really like this guy to do well in this tournament, so why not take him over Na, even though we do have Na to win. Just without having nearly as much experience, minus 117, we're going to pull the trigger on Sungjae Im there, guys. 2 more here for 72-hole matchup bets. Bubba Watson over Vegas. Bubba loves Bermuda greens, guys. At first, I didn't have him on the list, but I can't take him outright, but we're going to take him in a matchup bet over Vegas. Sorry to Jose and Jonathan Vegas, his fellow Venezuelan, but we're going to be fading him, unfortunately.
What the hell? Who are you, Gogster? You're going to just stab me in the back like this, you bastard?
Yeah, we got a little sighting of Jose. Look at this, the mustache.
What an asshole. What a god.
Hey, you know.
Bubba Watson stinks.
Hey, he loves these southern tracks. He's going to have a nice fried chicken sandwich, and he's going right to the bank, baby.
Fair enough.
Anyways, I appreciate our guy supporting his Venezuelans at all costs. Shout out to Jose. Great guy. Anyways, yeah, Watson over Vegas. You get plus 100 too, so you got to like that. You get the plus money at least. One more for you guys. One more. Mito Pereira, old Mito there, working on the Spanish. Over Charles Schwartzel. Fading Schwartzel, just like we were saying earlier, does not do well at these Bermuda greens. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't make the cut, actually, Charles Schwartzel. More we look into it. And Mito Pereira, tee to green. The guy's been money. If his putter can stay on, then you know what? We're gonna be cashing that ticket, and I think in very well could here. Mito Pereira over Charles Schwartzel, minus 120. That's gonna round it off there, guys. I'll do a quick recap here for you. Talking my goddamn face off here. Let me get a little coffee in me. Shout out to PG. Yeah, we got Jose. This guy's he's like the Scottie Pippen of our crew. You know what I mean? He's always just chipping in no matter what. Doesn't get the credit he deserves. His father wouldn't like me talking all that about him. His father's like Michael Jordan as in Jimmy the Bag. Anyways, let's keep going. So yeah, our outrights are on the top left-hand corner for you, fellas. T20s are all going to be those same guys. Zalatoris, Harmon, Im, Henley, Na, Armour. Also throwing in Kokrak, Coke Man, Streelman, and McIntyre, T20s. We're going to tweet those out, guys. Eagle47_. You'll see it at the banner going across there. Eagle47. That's myself. I'll tweet out all my action for you guys. It's been a nice couple weeks here at Pub Sports Radio. Let's make it another week in the plus. And top 10 on Harman, Zalatoris, and Henley. And then, like we were saying, matchup bets. We got Fleetwood, Fowler, Na, Watson over Vegas, Mito over Charles. First round, Henley over Power, Fleetwood over Charles, over Pontway. And one more here, guys. First round leaders. We'll tweet these out as well. Harman, Henley, and Armour. Let's have a great week here, guys. Pub Sports Radio, they do it all. I swear to God, there's no station like this. It's a real treat to come on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll be back Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll give you guys a little update, see what we like, anything. Maybe we'll throw a couple flop shots on the screen too. Maybe we'll go to the local yard and just see what we can do. But y'all take care. Appreciate you tuning in, and cash those tickets. Follow me again, Eagle47 on Twitter, and subscribe. Pub Sports Radio, baby. See you Friday.